Okay, so you're a big man and you want to expand your shot creation bag. You maybe want to get deep into the mid-range or get some step backs for threes, or possibly even use some hop jumpers to try and get some speed boosts and bursts to the rim. Well, I've got you covered. Just for reference, this particular build only has a 66 ball handle and a 40 speed with ball. So bear that in mind when you're watching some of these clips. It doesn't have the great handles that you'd think it would, but it does have an 89 3-point rating, which gives me access to all the different hop jumpers I want. So, with that in mind, some of the hop jumpers that I'm going to show you today, and we'll go through them in the order of highest rating to lowest. So we're going to start with Kevin Durant. We're going to talk about the space creation aspects of Kevin Durant and how that's really, really good if you want to be shooting off a hop jumper. Same with Nikola Jokic. Fantastic. Probably the best, in my opinion, for straight shooting, whether it's mid-range or step backs for three. However, little warning with Jokic, you can't cancel out of it, or there's only one hop jumper animation and no Jokic that you can actually cancel out of. Dirk's a decent substitute. It still has a lot of space. It's not too bad, but it's not as good as some of the other ones. Victor is absolutely abominable. Normal is not too bad. Normal 2 is excellent, we'll cover that as well. And Pascal Siakam can be really shifty and shaky if you want to get that way with your mid-range. So there's advantages to all of them realistically. Some of them are better to speed boost out of than others. I would say the main one would be Jokic is almost impossible to cancel and speed boost out of. The others are pretty good. The best one for shooting, I would say, 3-pointers would be Jokic, or potentially Durant. The best all-round ones, in my opinion, are either Pascal Siakam or Normal 2. Normal 2, in my opinion, and I'll say it early, is the best one in the game because it's a good solid all-round hop jumper, but mainly because it has no requirements. So you can get it across all your different builds, so you can transfer the same animations to your guards or your wings. And also, again, you don't need an 87 or an 84 mid-range, so you can use it even if you've only got a 75 mid-range and a 75 3.8. You can still get really shifty, except you can't get, necessarily Jokic or any of these ones, but Normal 2 you can still get shifty. Anywho's, Kevin Durant. Let's show you some of the best things about the Kevin Durant hop real quick. Running to the left, if you hold down on the right stick while you are running, you will get a nice little shoulder roll space creation step back. That's really good for a nice little subtle cheeky mid-range when they think you're going to attack the rim. Alternatively, if you run to the left and instead of pulling down on the right stick, you hold left on the right stick, you'll get a nice little side hop jumper. Doesn't create a lot of space, but it's unexpected. A lot of the defenders don't really, they're not expecting it, so it can be quite handy. Running to the right, this is the big danger and also the big X factor with Kevin Durant. Running to the right, you will jump so far that you can almost jump yourself out of shooting range. So don't ever trigger this like this, somewhere around the 3-point line. Never trigger it around there. Always, if you're doing the right running, if you're running right and holding down on the right stick, you always want to do it somewhere close to that free throw line. Even that was too far out. Like, that's 28 feet. That can be to the difference between making the shot and not. That's where you want to do it. Can be 24 to 28 feet, right? So while it can be an extremely overpowered move, it comes with a warning. Don't do it too deep, otherwise you will go even further. Great with limitless range, because it is that safety net for you, but again, we're talking shooting from 31 feet. It's yeah, you'd want to have takeover. You maybe even want to have deep bomber if you can get the 93 ball. The other benefits to Kevin Durant, the standard step back hop jumper, if you just hold R2 and instead of just flicking the right stick down to do the step back, you hold the right stick down and he will do a really nice little step back jumper like that you can cancel out of and keep going. Again, 40 speed with ball, guys, so bear that in mind. But you can cancel out of that really, really well. In fact, you can cancel out of all of the Kevin Durant ones really, really well. So it can be quite good from that perspective. If you have a good speed with ball, you combine that with the ability to create crazy amounts of space, and it could actually be quite a beneficial hop jumper. Stand still, he has a pretty nice step through jumper as well. There you go, you just push up and to the right, it will give you a nice little step through jumper. It's not as good as some of the other ones that we'll cover later on this game. There is a sneaky little secret animation with this one. If you are casually moving to the right, just with the left stick, not R2, just casually moving to the right, and then let go and quickly initiate the, I would say, cross hop jumper. Let me break it down to you in 2 stages. So the hop jumper animation is holding R2, and then we're going to pull to the left, or maybe slightly down and to the left, after we have let go of the left stick. So we're going to move to the left, let go, and then do the hop jumper. And you'll see it gives you that sort of misdirection animation, which you actually get a pretty good little burst out of. So that can be, this is, remember, 40 speed with ball. Okay, that can be something that's quite handy. Now sometimes the trick with that is it doesn't trigger if you stand still for too long. It might be there, see? Then you get that that horrible slow, like cumbersome crossover into a hesitation hop. That's just hideous. So you don't want that. You want to make sure you do it quick enough after you stop moving to make sure you get that animation there. There's not really any other like secret animations with it to be. Oh, possibly while the ball's in the left hand, if you hold to the left while you're holding R2, all of these are with R2. That's how you initiate the hop jumper. So holding to the left on the right stick with the ball in the left hand will give you this. I want to say like hezi, but it's like a backwards hes. It is a hesitation, but it gives you quite a little space takes you back quite a bit. It creates a bit of space from your defender, and then again you can burst out of it and carry on to the left. You can technically combine hop jumpers together, so you could, for example, run out of it, cancel that, and then go again. You don't have to just do one hop jumper and then run to the rim. I could, for example, go that way, cancel back to this side, go that way. Can't shoot them though. So yeah, there's good animations within the KD package. Let's have and again, if you've got the mid-range or the 3-point rating, that's probably the one I would say is the most overpowered for the average player. And I don't mean that in a derogatory sense, just most people are going to find that the easiest one to manipulate in their favour. Going down the list, Jokic 84, that's what it requires. This one is, as I said earlier in the video, absolutely cracked when it comes to shooting off. When I shoot this jumper, I feel like I can't miss. And you watch now, now that I've said that and I've been shooting poorly and haven't used this build in ages, watch. Yeah, crushed it. Oh yes, crushing. Get your shit. Get your shit together, please. I tell you what, it can be one of the downsides of testing a lot of animations is you lose that muscle memory and pure focus that you have the ones that you had on. But I was using this. You'll see this in a lot of the gameplay videos that I've put out this year. This is almost like a get out of jail free card because it's very quick. You can pretty much instantly get the shot off. Defenders pressing you, there's 3 seconds left on the clock, you just go bang bang bang, and it's just money. It's just money, not joking. And it's the same thing, doesn't really matter if you're running left or right, it is just the cashiest of clays, there's no doubt about it. It also, that's what I should tell you about the Jokic. Now it also has a really nice crossover sweeping step back style one if you're running left or right. It's a little bit like the Kevin Herter hop jumper from last year, but you can do it in both directions and it probably gives you more space backwards. So running left or right, we're going to run right. We're going to run right and I'm going to hold left on the right stick. So running and then hold left. And now be careful because it takes, like before, it gives you quite a lot of I can't think of the word vertical space, not vertical, it's not lateral, it takes you back a long way, words and things. So I would do that generally from the mid-range area and then step back into it. I also find this one a lot harder to time, but it can be very, very lethal. If you practice that jumper You can create a lot of space with it. The defenders are never expecting you to cross and go back this far. But just make sure you start it a bit like the KD when you're going to start it in the mid-range area. Far out, really can't shoot that one. But this one, that I just honestly can't back my words up. God damn, boy. Although, I mean, I do have it on Rank Pro-Am, but still. No excuse for missing these. Normally, these are just money, money, money. It also has a pretty good standing one that you can burst out of. Now, bear in mind, that's pretty much the only one that you can burst out of, is standing still and crossing over to the left or right. Because all of the other ones, if I try and cancel out of this, I've let go of the stick as soon as I initiate it, and I can't cancel the shot. So, if you are going to use the Jokic one, you've got to commit to shooting the jump shot when you pull the step back. Again, the only real one that you can burst out of is holding left or holding right. Okay, you can see that actually gives you quite a good burst. Like, it's not a bad move at all. So the Jokic Hop Jumper can be very good from that perspective. Holding down is a bit sus. It doesn't do much at all. It just stands still, hops on. Like, it's the stupidest step back. Just 1 foot. It's very quick and very hard to time as well. So that's Jokic. Now, in my opinion, those two are probably the best as far as shooting is concerned. Now, shot creation, my game plan, I like to get a little shifty and a little bit funky with it. So, Dirk, by the way, Dirk's not a bad substitute. If you only have a 78 3 ball or mid-range and you want to be able to shoot the step backs, Dirk is probably really good. Actually, let's put it on. I'll show you what we're talking about. For me, it's a slow move. See what I mean? Like, you compare that to the speed of the Jokic step back. Oh, got too close to the rim. Compare that to the speed of the Jokic one, and it's not as punchy or snappy or anything. It does give you good space, and that lean back is very hard to defend. You can't really get a contest on it. That was Dirk's whole thing. So you can use the Dirk if you don't have a high mid-range or three-pointer. You definitely could use that. Stop jumping to the bloody moon. I don't know. I haven't used this one much at all, so I don't know what the timing is on it, to be honest with you. But it does give you some good space. I don't know. I just like Jokic a lot better. But that's obviously the difference in having a higher rating. Moving on down the list as we go to the next best one, in my opinion. In fact, for me, my style, this is probably the second best one in the game. Now, Pascal Siakam is just so well-rounded as far as a hop jumper is concerned. The standing hop jumpers are really good. Like, again, you just do a dribble move and then it will create. That's a really nice crossover that you can burst out of. Again, let's say I have speed with ball, whack, and I'm off. Like, that's a really quick crossover. That's much quicker than the escape cross. Versus that. Like, that's pretty insane, to be really honest with you. And you can combo it up off different things. I've done the what do you call it? The fuck do you call that thing again? Oh my god, misdirection. There you go. My brain is mush. So Pascal Siakam standing, really good going to the left. Also really good going to the left, and also good going to the right. One day I'll get good at saying these words. Step back is okay. Straight step back, it's okay. It's not great. The moving to the left, really nice. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's not quite as dramatic as the Kevin Durant, but it does give you that little step in. Moving to the right, nice and simple, very easy to time. Nice clean plain animation. Side hop jumpers, running to the right, holding to the right, nice and clean. Running to the left, holding to the left, nice and clean. So they're actually really, it's just a good, really well-rounded animation that you can utilize in any direction fairly safely. And not only is Pascal Siakam one of the most consistent and steady, easy to time, create space, excuse me dog, recording here, it's just a really good all-round animation package. However, it also has this little secret animation. Now, it can be very hard to trigger, but even the backup animation is not too bad. So let's see how we go. We're going to try and run towards the rim, and then, no, we've got the ball in the wrong hand. We want the ball in the right hand. Run towards the rim. No, why do you keep crossing over, Kerr? Hold up. Ball in the right hand. Run towards the rim. Nope, we did it too late. It's all about letting go of the left stick at the right time. There it is. So it's like it's hard to explain. The way to time it is almost, you let go of the left stick, and like before the left stick has even reset back to its center position, you are then initiating the hop jumper, and the hop jumper is R2 and up to the left on the right stick. So essentially you're moving towards the rim with the ball in the right hand, and then as you, there's a millimicrosecond difference, but you let go of the left stick as you initiate the hop jumper. It's maybe slightly before it. Oh, ball's in the left hand, so it's not going to work. Now, bang. And it's almost simultaneously. In fact, it probably is simultaneously. If you get it wrong, or if you hold too far to the left, you will get this animation, which is actually not too bad anyway. In fact, when I have got that animation, and I just go ahead and shoot at it. Oh, I got the good one. When I get the bad animation, if you just go ahead and shoot out of it, you'd be amazed how open you are. Even when someone's right in your face, somehow they still think that shot is open. I don't know why. But if you time it right, with the ball in the right hand, you will get... Oh, I was running on a weird angle then. You will get that animation, which is just a really cool, shifty little animation, in my opinion. One of the reasons I really like the Pascal package. Alright, next on the list, and last on the list, I'm not going to do the normal step back, normal hop jumper package. I'll show you why. Now, normal 2 and normal are very similar. I just think normal 2 is a little bit more punchy, and they both have the same requirements, so there's no real sense in going with normal. The main difference is in the crossover sweep. If you're running to the right or running to the left, it's the same animation in both directions, as you see there. And the key reason that we want to go with normal 2 is for that same animation. Now, not only is normal 2 a really good general hop jumper package, like again, just from a standstill, that's quick as shit. Like, that's great. You know, you can do a combo and then wham. That's really good as far as a regular crossover. It's better than the escape moves, just like the other ones. I would far rather use a hop jumper and cancel out of it than using an escape move to try and speed boost to the ball hand, if that makes sense to you. You know, you can set it up with a combo and then bang, hit him with that. This is a 66 ball handle, 40 speed with ball, right? Bang, bang. That's not too bad. And you can chain them, but you have to stop and let the animation play out first. But you know, you go, oh, whack. You can lull them to sleep and then hit them with the big juice. Like, that's pretty impressive. No requirement whatsoever. Any ball handle, any speed with ball, any mid-range, and any height, any build. Normal 2, in my opinion, is the best hop jumper package in the game for that reason. Its animations running to the left, really good. Smooth. Running to the right, smooth, little bit more space. Straight step back, pretty mid, but most of the ones you saw earlier, maybe only Kevin Durant was really good. Moving step back shot, pretty mid. the side hop jumpers, running right, holding right, pretty good. Running left, holding left, pretty good. Didn't time it though. What was the one that I wanted to show? Oh, the step through. The step through. Holding balls in the left hand, I'm going to step through by holding R2 and holding up to the right on the right stick. And bang, look at that speed boost that you get off that. Like that's, again, 40 speed with ball, whack, and all of a sudden I'm at the rim ready to dunk it. And then if, like I've got a 73 driving dunk, so I can technically trigger a contact dunk, but I've got a small window. But even if you don't do a contact dunk, balls in the left hand, holding R2, up and to the right, meow. That's too quick for the average center if they're trying to guard you. Same thing if you want to go to the left. Sorry, stepping through to the left. It's not too bad. It's not as impressive. So it does a little like that. Much harder to cancel out of and not as explosive. But like you could, for example, no ball handle, like say I'd have a 40 speed with ball and a 40 ball handle. You use the normal behind the back, bang, and then the explosive step through. Look at that! 40 speed with ball, 40 ball handle, imagine that, right? Behind the back, into the step through jumper. Like that's wild stuff. The other really cool thing, and this is the X factor in my opinion, if you do have a speed with ball, again this build doesn't, so I can't really take advantage of it, but if you do have speed with ball, running to the left is not the animation we're going to worry about. It's similar to the normal that you saw before, where you're running to the left and you just do a pretty basic, pretty mid sweep over crossback. Nothing exciting about that. But this is an ankle breaking kill move running to the right. Did you see how quick that change of direction was? Meow. Like that is, now that's the only catch, is that it's so quick you've got to be ready, otherwise you'll pick the ball up. But if you have speed with ball, bang, and then you can speed boost back that way again, that's absolutely insane. But even if you don't have speed with ball, it's such a good stop, and then you set up bang with that. That is a wild move if you ask me. For 40 ball handle, in fact, you've got no ball handle and still get it because there's no requirements. But if you have a 40 speed with ball and a 40 ball handle, you can go whack into that, whack into one of those, whack into one of these, and off you go. Or alternatively, like I said, straight into the that little crossover when you're running right is just, in my opinion, cheese. I don't know why. I'm so excited about that particular move for an animation package that has no ratings. Between that and that cheesy thing, that's crazy. I reckon that's crazy. So in my, actually let me show you what it is like with some speed with ball. So let's say you're like my 610 point center. And my 610 point center has a 68 speed with ball, I want to say. This build is not my best build either, by the way, please don't judge me on these stats. But 68 speed with ball, if I put the normal 2 Hop Jumper on, which I probably already do, yep, because I was using this build last night. So 68 speed with ball, running to the right. That's wild. This is a 610. You know, like you combine that with all the other awesome things that you've got that are available to yourself at a 70 ball handle. 70 ball handle, 68 speed with ball, and you are absolutely cooking with the normal Hop Jumper. It's just absurd. In my opinion, that is a kill move, especially, I've noticed ever since I put this on a couple of days ago, if I have sharpshooting takeover and I want to get ankle breakers, that move is almost a guaranteed ankle breaker. And again, you don't have to necessarily speed boost back that way. You can shake, if the defender doesn't actually shake, you can keep going. You can speed back to the offhand. Or alternatively, you might set it up into a, well, actually that might work. I haven't thought about that. Explosive behind the back. Oh, if I could do things. Yeah, I think that's a sick little kill move if you ask me. And then you combine that with the fact that the regular step back with it, whether you're running to the left or running to the right, is actually pretty damn tidy. They're nice and easy to time. The side hop jumpers are both pretty good. And then the standing ones, if you do a dribble move first and then do the standing ones, they are super quick. So actually, with speed with ball, let's have a look at that. Alright. Yeah, that creates, not only does that create a lot of lateral space. Yeah, you have to do a dribble move first though by the looks of it. So you're probably better off like doing a hezzy and then doing it. No, it's still gonna do that. Doesn't like going to the left. See how it does? If you do it wrong, I wonder what's triggering that. Oh, so this is like the KD one where you got to be moving stop and then do that. And then it'll do the big cross back the other way. Alright, so there you go, learn something new every day. Running to the left or right, you just got to stop temporarily and then you can trigger that really explosive one. Man, there's so much stuff in this game to unpack. I do my best to try and uncover it all, but my goodness, and I reckon I spend more time in the my court trying and testing different animations than anybody I know. It does mess me up while I try and play sometimes because I've got different animations in my head. Or the other day I forgot that I was doing my my dribble video and then I forgot that I put 40 ball handle animations on my my 610 here, and I went in to play some Pro Am and played 3 games with all the normal animations. We still cooked, but yeah, it can mess me up sometimes. Okay, so we've covered all of the different hop jumpers that are worth using as a big. Now it's time to get a little bit glitchy with it. One of the things I like to do is to do the explosive launch. The Kevin Durant one in particular is really good. The explosive launch straight into a hop jumper, and that looks a little bit like this. I think that's quite a little glitchy little move. Now you can shoot that if you want. You can straight into it and shoot the actual hop jumper if you wish. Alternatively, what you can do is you can cancel out of that and then attack the rim for a dunk or layup. What I like to do is I actually like to get a little bit even more glitchy with it, and I like to chain a third move, which is actually a second hop jumper, into the chain. So I do the explosive launch into a step back, and then as soon as that step back initiates, I will let go of the right stick and I will do a step back with the left stick. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the explosive launch. We're holding the ball in the right hand. We are holding R2. We're going to flick the right stick right, left very quickly to initiate the explosive launch. As soon as the launch initiates, we are going to keep holding R2 and we are going to hold the right stick to the left to initiate the hop jumper. As soon as the hop jumper initiates, we're going to let go of the right stick and we're going to hold the left stick down and we're going to press square to initiate the shot. And if you do that right, it should look a little something like this. Okay, so that is, if I break that down for you one more time, the explosive launch, which is the explosive launch into the side hop, and then the explosive launch side hop step back. Explosive launch side hop step back. Oops, I was too late on the step back. So it's really quick. Explosive launch side hop step back. Oh, no, I might have to do the explosive. Explosive launch side hop step back. There we go. I was late as crap on the shot. So keep messing around with it. You don't have to go that way either. There's the side hop this way, which, you know, again, you can get a little bit glitchy with it. You can do the glitchy stop and step as the third option too. It's very hard to trigger, but let's see if we can do this. So we're going to go explosive launch side hop. Nah, didn't get it. Explosive launch side hop, and then into that. Now that is, if we can combo that up, it's fucking lethal. The speed that you're generating as a big is insane. Yeah, look at that. And then being able to stop on a dime and then attack the rim. I didn't speed boost out of it very well, but everything up into that last drive to the rim was just magic. Look at that. That's great. So have a play with it, guys. Again, you can do hop jumpers, as you probably figured out now, by using the left stick and square if you wish, but I like to use the stick to initiate the first one. Certainly before, you can't chain two right stick hops together, otherwise it will use the second one as the release tempo, push, etc., whatever you want to call it. Anyway, if you want more videos, let me know what you want. Next on my current playlist will be a triple threat video, how you utilize the triple threat and to your best advantage. But if there's any ideas that you guys want, or anything that you want some advice, or anything you want me to cover that might help you out, please let me know and I'll make that a priority. Peace.